What's up, everyone? Welcome to the first instalment of Dunk Digest podcast. I think that's what we're going to go with. But yeah, with me, Cammy Dunks, and Peter Mannion. So yeah, everyone sort of introduce yourself, say hello.
Yeah, so I'm Cammy Dunks. That's my alias basically on like all platforms. So I'm a dunker. I'm from Scotland, so that's in the UK for anyone that doesn't know. So I'm currently 5'5", so quite short in terms of dunking and basketball, I guess. But the moment the goal is to kind of just get consistent with dunking, and yeah, that's really about it for the introduction, I guess.
What's up, everyone? My name is Peter Mannion. 5'9". Main goal right now is just to get more consistent with like windmills and two-hand tomahawks and reverses and basic enough dunks like that. That's really it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm Nathan _ Dunks _ on Instagram, and yeah, I'm 6'1.5", so just like 6'1" in shoes basically, and yeah, I just got my first dunk back in last June, and now I'm sort of like at the stage hitting like off the backboards and two hands and stuff like that. So yeah, trying to get that more consistent, and yeah, that's pretty much it really. I've got basically my whole journey from like my first jump to like now on my Instagram, so check that out on all our Instagrams. Actually, like everyone's made like insane progress over not just like the last year, but like ever since we made our pages. So yeah, check that out. And yeah, so we're sort of thinking like the idea behind this podcast is we want to do a mix of things really. We want to sort of like share our goals, and we also want to like react to your stuff as well. So message any of us on Instagram, and we're not sure how we're gonna work it out, whether we're gonna have an email to submit it to or what, but just message us and then we'll tell you how it's gonna go. And yeah, so submit in any of your clips if you want that done. Right,
One thing I want to mention as well is we are all training with thpstrength.com.
Yes, we
Yeah.
are.
So,
Yeah.
so John, Isaiah, and Austin, if you're watching this, hit us up with that sponsorship.
Yeah, just to make it
Definitely
clear.
do that.
Yeah, we're all THP athletes. We are not trying to build a monopoly in Duncan podcasts and rip them off the platform. We are all listeners of the podcast, so yeah, we just thought we'd do something fun, and yeah. So on this podcast, we kind of want to give light to some dunkers who maybe might not get the spotlight they deserve. But one person we want to like sort of have a look at on the first podcast is someone called @hoopin_Nate. He's like, how old is he? Like 10, 11?
He's 10, yeah, 10.
Yeah, 10, and he's like absolutely insane. Like having that technique at that such a young age, like drilling that out, he's going to be a really good dunker once he like goes through puberty and matures and all that. So yeah, what do you guys want to comment on the videos you've seen?
The vibes I get from it is, I don't know if you watched any of like Nate Dunk's older videos, but like when he first started, that's kind of like the vibes I'm getting off that. They're both called Nate as well, so it's kind of like quite funny. They're both blonde hair, so that's kind of the vibes I get from it already.
And just the fact that he's like 10 and he has bounce like that already, and his technique is literally on point.
Yeah.
It's just fucking crazy.
Yeah, definitely one to watch for the future, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I can speak for myself, obviously, not Pete, because he was quite a low rim god, but yeah, he's definitely got better technique than me.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Yeah, there's no way I'm doing under both as good as him.
And he's like 10 and he's almost getting his head at like the ceiling.
Yeah, definitely.
That's crazy. Like.
Yeah, I think as well he's like 4'8" or something like that. Like he's quite small. Like next level.
Yeah, a 40-inch vert by the time he's like 15.
Yeah.
He's gonna be crazy. Yeah,
he's
I can't wait to see him. Yes, he actually could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully some like dunkers sort of like take him under their wing or something like that, because yeah, he could actually be quite sick.
Yeah,
definitely someone to watch out for.
Yeah, I remember I saw his Instagram like, I don't know, I think it was like a year or two ago. He had like an original one when he was like 8 years old, and like already you could see he was quite like bouncy even at that age. Like definitely jumping higher than I was at 8 anyway, like for sure.
I wasn't even jumping at it.
Yeah, that's the same with me as well.
Yeah, I was playing football. or
Yeah.
soccer for our American
Mhm.
viewers, which is probably going to be the majority. So, yeah. So, if some of our accents you can't understand, then that's your problem, I'm afraid. But yeah, I think Nate's been on like Sports Center. I think I've seen him on there. Yeah, sort of everywhere. If he had TikTok, he might have
Yeah.
TikTok actually. But
Yeah,
if he
I
doesn't
think he does.
already,
He does, yeah.
yeah, I should think he's blowing up quite a bit on there.
Mhm. Yeah, I think he was on like Ball is Life on TikTok and Dunkademics, I'm pretty sure. So
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, yeah. I just sort of watch funny videos on TikTok. I don't really see that side of TikTok, to be honest with you. But yeah,
All right. So another guy we want to talk about. He's a upcoming dunker. His name is Elijah_Dunks. We'll put his actual tag on the screen there somewhere. But he was just mentioning me a load of videos, and what he does pretty much is just invent new dunks that nobody has really seen before. And these are all on low rims, but the creativity, the level of creativity is just crazy. He's doing stuff like reverse headbutt dunks, some crazy stuff. So we just wanted to kind of put his name out there, saying he's doing a great job and just all that.
Yeah, I'm watching stuff on Instagram right now. Some pretty crazy dunks. Don't know how old he is, but he's like 5'8", which is very impressive for some of the things that he's doing.
Yeah.
yeah. I saw on like some of his like the headbutt ones. He like taped the ball to the rim, and I remember when I was like trying to get my first dunk, that was something like I really wanted to do, just so I could like bypass like the lobs, so I could just tape it on and then just like push it in. But like, I never got to doing it. But that was something I always wanted to do, just to make.
I never really thought of that, to be honest.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah.
taking the ball to the rim. It's kind of smart.
Yeah, I was got too frustrated with lobs, but I mean, it's a lot easier if you got like an adjustable rim. You can just bring it down, but I just think it'd be quite an effort to do it, like hanging in the air.
And trying to like tape it on.
Yeah,
I think this
on your
man's
legs.
tape bill. Yeah, I think this guy's tape bill must be pretty expensive because he seems to tape the ball to the rim a lot. You know.
Yeah.
There was another dunk he done actually as well. It was like on between the legs, but he finished it with the same hand. I don't know what it was. It was some weird dunk, but it was crazy.
Oh, yeah, I've just seen him do a windmill, which is actually quite sick. I've never actually really seen that before. That's quite sick.
That's pretty.
Yeah, I always thought like a cool dunk to do would be like a win, but you catch it with two hands behind your head like this, and then you finish it like a tomahawk. Like it goes between your legs, and then you catch it. But the timing for that would have to be actually so crazy.
Oh
That
yeah,
would be
that's difficult. That's actually quite good.
I thought of trying it on a low rim, but I literally think it would take like 1,000 attempts. So,
Well, if Jordan Sutherland is somehow watching this podcast, do it in your next session, because I'm sure you'll do it within 3 attempts.
honestly, surprise me. He's been going crazy recently, hasn't he? Like,
Oh my
just
god!
insane.
Out of nowhere as well. Like he was insane, but then the last few months he's just blown up like fucking crazy. I don't know how.
Yeah, I think
Absolutely.
he was just like playing in like leagues and stuff, wasn't he? And then he started having sessions with like Isaiah and that, and then it just it's just don't really realize how like incredible he actually is. Like just watching that, I watched it like before every dunk session now, just that session, just because it was just insane.
All right, so I have a question for both of you guys actually. Who would you say is your top 3 favorite dunkers right now? Not of all time, but right now.
top 2 right now. That's such a hard question. I always feel like top 2 dunkers are so hard because it's, I don't know, there's so many people that are like good. Like at the moment, I've got to go with like Jordan Sutherland because obviously he's a 1-foot jumper and I'm a 1-foot jumper, so I've always got that kind of like, you know, like bond almost. But the Jordan Sutherland, then at the moment in terms of like dunk contests, like I suppose over the last year, not really many dunkers have actually kind of competed in any dunk contests. It's mainly been people like Chris Staples and a few of the guys out in LA. But I think as well, at the moment, I quite like Anthony Height. I don't know if you've seen him. He's like 5'6". He's been doing like consistent E-Space like every session. I think he definitely deserves, I guess, a spot as like an underrated dunker, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so personally for me, I've got to go with Jordan Sutherland just because the things that he just blows your mind basically. Anything he just
Mhm.
does, he just does it like it's nothing. And yeah, he's just incredible to watch. And oof, it's really tricky. Are we saying favourite or who we kind of think are like the best?
Think you're like the best, you get me?
It's really tricky because obviously the last time they all really went against each other was Dunk League, but like so many people they've changed so much since then.
Yeah.
So I'd probably
Yeah.
have to go. I mean, my one of my favourite, obviously, it's got to be Jordan Kilgan. Like, how can you not? Like, probably like
Yeah.
the best
Definitely.
dunker over like the last like the 2010s basically. I
Yeah,
think Dunkademics gave him that award, but yeah, obviously Isaiah Rivera. Obviously, you just never know what's going to happen in the contests, but obviously Jordan Kilgannon, when he wants to peak himself, like he just goes absolutely crazy. So you just
Yeah.
never know really. We're just gonna have to wait and see when they compete again. But yeah,
I
I
think
wouldn't like to call it.
Yeah, I think dunk camp will be very interesting to see all the dunkers like on their A game there.
Mm.
Be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say for me, personally, it would be Jordan Sutherland again. And I'm like 50-50 between like Jay Clark the jumper and Isaiah, because Jay Clark, he hit a win on 10-4, was it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw it.
yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, and he's been putting in work.
Yeah, definitely.
So for the second spot, it would definitely be between Jay Clark and Isaiah.
Yeah, it's a solid choice.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's too difficult right now to put like a top three,
Yeah, it is.
especially in
Yeah.
order. Like it's just impossible right now.
Oh, another guy as well, T. Curry,
Mm.
Tyler Curry.
Yeah, definitely.
He's one
He's
of my
only-
favourites to watch.
Isn't he like 5'10"? 5'10", I think.
I think 5'11".
Something like that.
5'11",
Yeah.
yeah. He's just crazy.
Yeah,
his
either way.
style.
Yeah.
So another sort of like group of dunkers is like the LA dunkers, or the people who've been dunking out there, like IB Court, B Rough. He deserves like he hasn't got that 10k yet, has he? I
Nah.
don't think so. But he needs that 10k. So everyone who hasn't
He does.
watched him, the ats on the screen, get him the 10k, because I know he's been
Yeah.
trying to get that. And yeah,
Mhm.
obviously Anthony Hamilton, Anthony Height, like you said.
Elijah
Who else?
Bonds.
Yes, Elijah Bonds. Can't forget about that. I need to see him do more of that kick up dunk though. That's so sick.
Yeah.
He has it
that's
like
a-
between his legs. That's mental.
I remember he video called me for, I'd say, about an hour and a half, just trying to show me how to do that dunk.
Yeah, I
It was
remember I
the
DM'd him
funniest thing
that.
ever. I looked so stupid with the ball in between my legs, just on the ground trying to jump.
Man.
That was good though.
Yeah, I remember I was trying it like last summer, and then he was like trying to give me tips, and I was like, "Oh, I don't know how you do this on like super high rims. Like this is insane. Like I haven't got the best technique, but like when a dunk's hard, I know it's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just mental. Right, so how's everyone's training been today?
So I was at the track today. So I had some bounds in my training. So this is the first time I've had bounds since like January. So for anyone that doesn't know what bounds are, it's basically just like triple jump. So it's like your hop, steps, your jumps. So I was doing some 5 bounds today. So I got some sandpit work in, which was good. And then I also tested my RSI today. So for the RSI, I actually hit a PR with that. So I was very happy with that. I got 4.37, which is pretty good.
Let's
And
go.
then- yeah, PR. So it was by like about 0.2 as well, which is quite a big PR for RSI. So I was very happy with that. And then in the gym, I had power clean and some squats. So I had front squats. So those went quite well as well. Power clean, I was really happy with the technique on the final set as well. So it's been a good day overall, I think, for training today. And it's been sunny as well, so I can't complain.
Yeah, my training today was pretty good. I done front squats as well, like you, Cammy, and some power cleans. So, because I'm not too sure. I think we're on the same program on THP.
Yeah,
I think all three of us are on the same one.
yeah.
But yeah, I didn't really go too heavy on power cleans or front squats today. I was trying to maintain because my legs were still sore from my previous jump PR, which was 11.3.5 touch, which puts
Nice.
me at a 44-inch vertical. So
Yes,
I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to try to get a 44.5 soon. And then I just finished off with some core, really, and I had protein shake, and that's it.
Nice.
Yeah, so my one today sort of went well. I dunked yesterday with Isaiah. If you haven't seen that session, go on my Instagram, and I'll have the YouTube video up whenever I can be bothered. And yeah, but today's training, I went down the park to do my sprints, but obviously I played a bit of basketball just to sort of warm up, just because it's a more fun way of warming up. And obviously that turned into a bit of a low rim session. And yeah, then I eventually got to my sprints about half an hour later after I dunked for the second day in a row, which probably isn't too good, but I feel fine, so screw it. And yeah, so I did my sprints, and then I sort of did like the stuff that I had to do, like because I ain't got like a chin up bar at my house, so I did that at the park. Yeah, stuff like that. It was resisted sprints as well, which is quite fun. I haven't done them for a while. And yeah, I got back home, did clean pulls, so yeah, that was quite good. I haven't done them for a little while as well. And then I went on to back squats, but unfortunately I had to pull out of the workout after the first set because I was getting like a little bit of back pain. Not like back pain as you'd like traditionally think of it, but it was like from like a tight muscle in like my lower like back sort of area. So it was like making it feel like back pain, but it wasn't really. It's just like a really deep knot that I can't get out, but it's slowly getting better. But yeah, I had to pull out there because I had 6 reps, and every time I stood back up I was like an old man. I was like, oh, and it was like really painful. So I was like, nah, this is getting worse after every rep, so I'm just gonna have to stop it. But yeah, it would have been RDLs after that with a 3-second pause, so I'm quite happy I didn't have to do that actually. But yeah, that's sort of how it went.
Yeah,
And,
I feel like every time there's like a basketball warm up, like I've had it recently in THP, they put like a basketball warm up in. Every time that happens, I swear I just like start dunking because you have the basketball, you start kind of dribbling around.
It's just so hard to resist not to dunk.
Yeah,
So hard.
yeah. When there's a basketball in your hands, like it's just tempting, isn't it? Can't stop it.
Literally.
especially when it's a low rim.
Yeah. Sure.
Because like you haven't got to like go all out. You can just have fun, and you can dunk like even like right at the end of the session, you can still just easily dunk. So you just keep going forever. And it's just,
literally, yeah. All right. So what are your PRs for cleans and front squats?
Cleans. So for cleans, my PR, I currently set it. Well, I set it last week actually. I hit 91 kilos, which is 200 pounds. So I wasn't actually happy with the form, but that was like just under 1.6 times body weight. So quite happy with that.
That's the one you sent in the group chat, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one I sent in the group chat. I've not actually posted it yet.
Crazy.
Maybe by the time this podcast is up, I'll have posted it, but wait and see. And then front squat, like I've not done a front squat for ages, but I hit a 101 kilo pause front squat. This was back in like I think October or something, maybe November.
And how much do you weigh?
I'm like, so this morning actually I weighed in like lighter than I was last week. I weighed in at 56.7 kilos. So
those numbers are crazy. The numbers that you're putting up like weightlifting wise is just crazy.
Yeah. Right, trying to get that 100 kilos this year on power clean though. That'd be quite nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so what about you?
I haven't really done heavy front squats in a while. So I think it's at 95 because I don't really want to go max on front squats really. I just mainly go max on back squats.
Mm-hmm.
But my power cleans, it is at 88.
Nice.
I wouldn't say nice. I'm not really happy with it, but that's my PR at the moment. So what about you, Nathan?
So my front squat, I tested back in 12th of November. I just got the receipts up. I hit 90 on that, 90 kg, which hang on, let me translate that to most of the audience. That's just under 200 pounds. And my power clean, let me find that. My hang clean is 70 kg and my power clean is 75. 75 kg is 165 pounds, and yeah, I weigh 66 kg, which is about 145 pounds. So yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we missed back squat there as well. So for back squat, my PR currently is like 120. So trying to push that up a little bit. So hopefully, maybe in a few cycles' time, I can get like 125 or 130. Be quite nice.
Mine's literally. I'm only 5 ahead of you. Mine's 125 max PR
Ooh,
back squat.
nice.
Yeah.
Mine's 105, which I just got last week. So yeah.
Nice.
But I reckon with like a completely fresh day, I probably could have got the 110, but I bailed it again. If I
Yeah.
just fueled
Yeah, you
myself
didn't use the
first.
belt. I was looking at that. I'm like, why didn't you use the belt?
Yeah, I completely forgot it was even there. I literally afterwards I was like putting the plates away, and it caught my eye, and I was like, oh, I didn't use it again, because I've literally never used it before, so it never comes into my mind.
Have you guys ever used ammonia?
Nah.
I've used that like twice, and it's crazy how it works.
What's that?
Oh
I don't
my
even know what that is.
God. It's like a sniffing salt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was
It like
actually
it just
seeing
wakes you up, and it just kind of makes you mad, and I don't know.
Yeah. I just like to lift like just completely raw, no belt, no wraps, no like knee sleeves, no supplements or anything like that. Just kind of like going to the gym, get my stuff
I'd say
done.
if you put on a belt, your squatting 150 easy.
I don't know, maybe not 150, maybe like
You're not far off with going for the belt. Jeez.
I am a fan of
Oh,
hand
man.
wraps, to be fair. I do like them, especially on
Yeah.
like RDLs. If you got a lot of reps, like when it starts shredding your fingers, this hand
Yeah.
wraps can be quite helpful. But yeah,
I tore, yeah, no, I tore a callus actually last week on my PR. Like, it wasn't fun.
Not fun.
Right, so yeah, that's going to be it for the first episode. We didn't want to touch on too many topics, otherwise we'd run ourselves out of content on the first episode. But yeah, like I said in the start of the video, send in your dunks to one of us on Instagram. Obviously, we don't have like a set email or anything just yet, so just send it on, just DM it to any of us, and yeah, we'll put it in the video for next time, and we'll review it, maybe give you advice if any of us have some good advice for that particular dunk that you're doing. And yeah, hopefully we can just sort of give light to people who might not, get that sort of opportunity. I mean, we don't know if this podcast is going to get 30 or 300 views yet, so we don't know how much exposure it will be at the minute, but anything's better than nothing. So yeah, send it in, and we'll hopefully get round to you. Right, so that's all from us today. So anything else you guys want to say?
Nah, I don't think so.
That's it, really. Just subscribe, like, comment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, definitely. Apparently it helps with the algorithm or something, so do that. But, yeah.
That's I don't know.
So yeah, anyway, thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, like they all said, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one.